Hello everyone, welcome to another book recommendation video. I think I'm doing these every Monday. If it changes, don't quote me on it. You might want to check, but I think it's Mondays I do this. But anyway, this is a weird one. I've been doing a lot of old ones because I like old books. I just pick them up at the bookstore and stuff and read it, and if I like it, I recommend it to you. But this is kind of old too, but not real old. Just think 2008. I'm about to look it up. That's not the point. It is Dean Koontz's Frankenstein. I have not read the rest. I think there's 5. I guess I should look up stuff, shouldn't I? I think there's 5 in this series, but I really liked it. I mean, it's a good book. It is a detective, almost. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, but I really liked it. It's a pretty big book. Oh boy, I'm not very good at this, but I flew through it. That's what I mean. It was easy read. It was nothing. It was nothing. And I love all the characters in it, and I think I know where it's going to go. But I'm thinking I can see how it could be another book because it kind of ends, and you're like, oh man, that's my down. If I want to put it down a little bit, like it doesn't really end. It kind of says to be continued. It doesn't say that, but that's how it feels. But then I found out, well, there's 4 other books. I think there's 4 other books. I'm like, good gravy. I'm not a big. I like to read a book and be done and start a new book. You know what I mean? But anyway, not the point. If you're in a book, let's do that. Some people love book series. They love to grab a book, and they want more books in that series because they just want to keep going. Well, you're in luck. This is really good. I like this a lot. Let's read the synopsis. It says, oh, here we go. Boy, my vision's getting worse. Every city has its secrets, but none as terrible as this. He is, and I never knew how to say his name throughout the time I'm reading this book, but someone's going to tell me in the comments that it's a common name, but I think it's Deucalion. I don't know how to say his name. So, when you're reading, you just kind of make up your own words. But he's a tattooed man of mysterious origin, a sleight of reality artist who has traveled the centuries with a secret worse than death. He arrives in New Orleans, which I love New Orleans because I'm an Anne Rice fan. So, Dean Koontz did a good job on the New Orleans stuff. He arrives in New Orleans as a serial killer, he arrives in New Orleans as a serial killer is stalking the streets. Okay. A killer who carefully selects his victims for the humanity that is missing in himself. Oh my. So this Deucalion, I don't know how to say his name, path will lead him to the cool, tough police detective Carson O'Connor and her devoted partner Michael Madison. So it's a girl detective and her partner, and I kind of felt like there was going to be a love interest. I didn't like that. I was like, I'll just can't they just be partners? And they did. So I don't want to give anything away, but I kind of just did, didn't I? But I don't like that. It's like, oh, love interest. But I think you can tell he really likes her. But she's like, I'm too busy for that, which I liked. So maybe I did give some away. Apologize. Spoiler alert. But they are tracking the Slayer, but will soon discover signs of something far more terrifying. Yeah, they think they're like stalking a serial killer, but obviously look at the title. It's Frankenstein. Yeah. They're like, oh, just a serial killer. Not just a serial killer. That's horrible. But it becomes more, whoa. We're like, what is going on? What is supernatural stuff going on? So they're tracking the Slayer. Will soon discover signs of something far more terrifying. An entire race of killers who are much more and less than human. And okay. I'm reading ahead. Sorry. It says, and deadliest of all, they're deranged, near immortal maker. So someone made these. Who did it? Well, it's a guy named Victor Helios, better known as Frankenstein. Frankenstein's still alive. He just changed his name. He's in New Orleans, and he's a really rich guy, and he's trying to make a new race of humans. How cool is that? And it's a detective story, the same too. So I had a fun time reading this. I have to admit, I grabbed it off the shelf. Actually, my girlfriend bought this for me. I think it was like $2. I'm like, it's worth $2. I've read other Dean Koontz books. I like Dean Koontz, so I'm like, why not? That's why it's on my list. Highly recommend. I loved it. Actually, when I'm in the mood, I'm going to grab the part 2. I don't know what it is. Part 3, I guess. I think there's 5. I could be wrong. So I think there's 5 in the series. So anyway, till next time, everybody. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye. Go check out the book.